Also the Lord said to Noah, Enter thou and thine house into the ship, for I saw thee alone, were just before me in this generation. Of all clean living beast, thou shalt take by 7, and by 7, male and female. Forsooth of unclean living beast, thou shalt take by 2, and by 2, male and female. And also of volatiles of heaven, thou shalt take by 7, and by 7, male and female, that their seed be saved on the face of all earth. For yet and after 7 days I shall reign on earth 40 days and nights, and 40 days and 40 nights, and I shall do away all substance which I made from the face of earth. Therefore Noah did all things which the Lord commanded to him, and he was of 600 years, when the waters of the great flood flowed on earth. And Noah entered into the ship, and his sons, and his wife, and the wives of his sons entered with him, for the waters of the great flood, and of living beast clean and unclean, and of birds of heaven, and of each beast which is moved on earth. By 2 and by 2, male and female, entered to Noah into the ship, as the Lord commanded to Noah. And when 7 days had passed, the waters of the great flood flowed on earth. In the 600th year of the life of Noah, in the 2nd month, in the 7th day of the month, all the wells of the great sea were broken, and the windows of heaven were opened, and rain was made on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. In the end of that day Noah entered, and Shem and Ham and Japheth, his sons, and his wife, and the wives of his sons, entered with them into the ship. They entered, and each beast by his kind, and all work beasts in their kind, and each beast which is moved on earth in his kind, and each volatile by his kind, all birds and all volatiles, entered to Noah into the ship by 2 and by 2, of each flesh in which the spirit of life was. Those that entered male and female of each flesh, as God commanded to him, and the Lord enclosed him from without forth. And the great flood was made 40 days and 40 nights on earth, and the waters were multiplied, and raised the ship on high from the earth. The waters flowed greatly, and filled all things in the face of the earth. Forsooth the ship was borne on the waters, and the waters had mastery greatly on earth, and all the high hills under all of heaven were covered. The water was higher by 15 cubits over the hills which it covered, and each flesh was wasted that moved on earth, of birds, of living beasts, of unreasonable beasts, and of all reptiles, of all creeping beasts that creep on earth. All men and all things in which the breathing of life was in earth were dead. And God did away all the substance that was on earth, from man till beast, as well a creeping beast, as the birds of heaven, and those were done away from earth. Forsooth Noah dwelled alone, and they that were with him in the ship, and the waters of the great flood overwent the earth 150 days.